Alright guys, here I am. Hopefully you just watched the video of the Tempest assembly and my review on it. Atari Legacy. I thought it was pretty cool. So the trackball is really sufficient. If you watch that video I talk about that, how I think the trackball is pretty good. However, I do have this aftermarket, what's referred to as the GRS Trackball. I had it in my Centipede, I took it out. This one you can also, it lights up, so that's kind of cool. I think I'm probably going to do, it does red, it does green, which was cool for the Centipede, but I think with the Tempest, the red might look really cool. I forget the other color, blue maybe. And I don't remember how to set it. It's these dip switches on the back, so I'll have to figure out which one's red, because I lost that piece of paper. There is a piece of paper that comes with it, says thanks, but there was another piece of paper that had what those settings were, as well as for this, you do have to remove a jumper inside. So I'm going to grab something, pop this jumper out. I'll show you that real quick. But actually first let's just go ahead and get to the trackball in this thing. So what I'm going to do is I have these two pieces set up here because it's easier if you have something to hold it up, because it does have that trackball and the spinner sitting out. So I'm going to flip it around this way, just so I'm not resting it on the trackball and the spinner. So, and we just got to take off this plastic shield. Just a few screws for this. Looks like there is 7 screws. Then the back cover just pops right off. The trackball here has 4 screws in it. I'm not sure if this is glued down or not. Something I saw says that it was. Yeah, it is glued down. Seems like it's pretty tight, so I'm going to get something, going to heat this up a little bit to heat the glue, and when I do that I'm going to also get something to pop open the trackball so I can show you that jumper, and we'll be back in a moment. Alright guys, I'm back again. I've already done a couple things. So first I got a hairdryer, and I used it to gradually loosen this glue over like 5 minutes or so, then used a letter opener I have to pry it up. And also notice the connection, you can see here it's still a strand of glue, is also glued in there. So to loosen that up, to get it out, and there was a zip tie around here which I already cut off. I'm going to put another zip tie on there. But then once you have that, just pop it out and you're good to go. You can hear it spins pretty well. So the new one here, you can see it's got these little clips on the sides, so just kind of get underneath here with something and pop it open. Oops, almost don't want to break it, but I feel like I might. Let's see. There we go. I just need to be more forceful than I thought. But I popped that side off. And get the other side off. There we go. So, don't know how well you can see this, but right down in here is a jumper. Can't exactly get my fingers in there, so I'm going to go grab a pair of pliers real quick. One moment, bear with me. Alright, now this jumper does not need to be taken off if you're doing this for like the Centipede, if you have the old Centipede. So it's on there. I guess I should have paid more attention to the trackball itself. There's the jumper, took the jumper off. And I'm just going to put it on the very end one so it's only touching one. That's kind of, if you're into electronics computers that had jumpers back in the day, that way you could store it in case you ever need to, you know, put it back. And you don't have to go searching for the jumper. So now we are good to pop it back together. Make sure my wires don't get cut. There we go. So that is back together. Like I said, I don't know which jumper is what. I have it set for green right now, which is 3. I'm going to go ahead and put 2 up. I'm going to test it first. You're probably not going to see it on video when I actually do it, but put it right in there. The wires for this will go right where the other wires came out of. And I'm good to go, and then you can use the screws you had, which is what I'll do. It did come with other screws too, so if you buy this, it comes with its own set of screws if you're using it for something else. So, and I obviously did not put glue back on everything. Don't need it. These screws hold in just fine. And this goes back on just like it did before. Not going to bore you with that. Going to put it back in the cabinet and test it out and see what we got. Alright, and here we are back again. I know the colors are a little washed out on the camera, but this is a brighter red. And it works really pretty good. I'm going to throw Centipede and see how it performs. Performs just as expected, so everything great. I would say on this Tempest cabinet, you do not really need to upgrade the spinner. The default one is good. If you have an old Centipede cabinet though, or the other old Atari one that has the trackball, I would say definitely upgrade it because this one is way better than those. And it is better than the stock one in here, but the stock one in here is pretty good. So I'd say it's a great buy. It's not too expensive. I can't remember. It's been so long since I bought it. I'll try to remember to find the link for it, and I got it on Amazon as well as the Tempest. I'll find the link for the trackball and I'll post it in the comments. I know it does sell out occasionally, but the link should be valid whether it's sold out or not. So you can keep it and bookmark it and put it in your shopping cart, whatever. So again, thanks for watching my video. If you like my content, subscribe to my channel. Trying to get viewership up. So I have a lot of random stuff I put on here all the time. So thanks for checking it out, and we'll see you next time.